Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. With that, we're out to LA for the Rams home opener in their third season back home. Standing by, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They've been born 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And when I think of Russell Wilson, I think not just of the big plays that he's made, and those are considerable, but when they were made. 4th and 26 in a Big Ten championship game against Michigan State when he was with Wisconsin. A big completion helped lead his team to a victory. A big 4th down throw for a touchdown in an NFC championship game against the San Francisco 49ers. When the chips are down, this guy plays at a big level.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And with this offense, what about DJ Fluker?
Well, could play tackle, could play guard. He's so big, Brandon, I think he plays both at the same time.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Wilson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Oh, they just said
11
incomplete.
yards there, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A look at the numbers from Penny last week. 19 carries, 84 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Oh, shit, we got a game
nice
already.
Job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get, to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. We're scoreless after 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down. And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now he's dumping underneath to his running back. Complete.
We can't just get off the field on 3rd down.
The tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Now it's Wilson.
Oh, my God.
The end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
Westbrook.
And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They will be led out by a 2nd-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
And his task in this situation is making sure that his team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the 2nd quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They look to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now here's a throw, right side, taken in by his tight end. Touchdown, LA! Jake Butt, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Wilson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency
God, we
quite
left
a bit.
them open.
Only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawks 1st down. Now Wilson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Seahawks on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 19. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, and it's the Titans out in front in that one. Adam Humphries, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Nick Foles with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Teddy Bridgewater, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten.
1-1.
Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Here's Locke. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And it's a second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wow. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Demaryius Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll find there for Seattle. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Rashad Penny.
What the hell?
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first and use as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
You got yourself a game. Get sacked. Fuck you.
He goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Wilson.
Oh, wait. There's a holding call. There's a holding call.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot.
There's another holding call.
Extra plays.
It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hold on.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jake Butt, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Rams take advantage of the turnover to put up 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Wilson and the Seahawks down by 2 touchdowns. 1:44 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Trying to shake off the interception.
Fuck off.
Throw.
Get sacked.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Ziggy Ansah in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Oh, shit. Someone get him. Fuck.
Offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
It's a big play there for Seattle.
Shit.
58 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Someone get him. Oh, holding play again.
The flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd and long. To throw is Wilson. You got the big lead defensively. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And it's 3rd down. And the blitz does come. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Block now. 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And this will be a touchback as that sails.
2-score game again.
Now the
defense not leaving people wide fucking open.
Trailing in this one now. A little over 20 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. Left side complete to Lockett. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now it's Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 38. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like,
"Holy shit!"
And do something some other time.
That was a game.
Some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for L.A., they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears.
Ooh, that should be a fun
for
one.
Seattle, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Don't forget about the people who are actually broadcasting this game.